My 9-year-old Emma used to wake up at 6 a.m. and drag me to school in her dinosaur dress until Mr. Creep made her sit in his red leather thinking chair all day with no bathroom breaks. She wet herself while he whispered, "You're the stupidest kid I've ever taught." I found her at 3 a.m. training her bladder in case Mr. Creep makes me sit tomorrow. When we started showing up at his coffee shop every morning just to watch him, his hands started shaking so bad he couldn't hold his cup. My daughter Emma used to love school. She'd wake up at 6 a.m. on her own, pick out her favorite dinosaur dress, and practically drag me to the car. That was before Mr. Creep. 4th grade started like any other year. Emma was excited about her new teacher. He was young, coached soccer, had a therapy dog that visited on Fridays. All the parents thought we'd hit the jackpot. The kids who'd had him before seemed to love him. What I didn't notice was how quiet those kids had become. The first sign something was wrong came in October. Emma stopped talking about school. When I asked about her day, she'd say fine and disappear into her room. She quit raising her hand in class. Her sparkle just dimmed. I figured it was a phase. Maybe she was growing up, becoming self-conscious. I was so wrong. Mr. Creep had this special chair in his classroom, red leather, right next to his desk. He called it the thinking chair. When kids messed up, forgot homework, talked in class, got a problem wrong, they'd sit in that chair while he lectured them. But here's what the other parents didn't know. He'd make them sit there all day. No lunch, no recess, no bathroom breaks. Emma wet herself in that chair. She was too ashamed to tell me. I found out from her friend Lily's mom, who heard it from her daughter weeks later. When I confronted Emma, she broke down sobbing so hard she threw up. That's when the floodgates opened. Mr. Creep would lean down and whisper things to kids in the thinking chair, things only they could hear. "Your parents are going to be so disappointed. Everyone's laughing at you. You're the stupidest kid I've ever taught. Maybe you should just stop coming to school." He'd smile at the class while he did it so everyone thought he was being encouraging. He had other tricks too. If a kid tried to tell their parents, he'd call them a liar in front of the whole class the next day. He'd make them stand up and apologize for making up stories. Then he'd send a cheerful email to parents about how their child was working through some attention-seeking behaviors, and he was helping them develop better honesty habits. The kids learned fast. Telling meant humiliation. Emma started having panic attacks. She'd throw up before school. She'd claw at her arms until they bled. One morning, I found her in the bathroom at 3 a.m., practicing holding her pee, in case Mr. Creep makes me sit in the chair tomorrow. My 9-year-old was training her bladder because her teacher was a monster. I tried the proper channels first. I really did. The principal said Mr. Creep was a beloved educator with unconventional but effective methods. When I insisted on a meeting, Creep was ready. He showed up with a folder full of Emma's work, concern dripping from his voice. He said Emma was struggling with the transition to 4th grade and had become manipulative when faced with accountability. He suggested she might have oppositional defiant disorder. He recommended a psychiatrist. The principal ate it up. Other parents started coming forward quietly. Lily's mom, Jackson's dad, Aiden's grandma, all with similar stories. Kids who used to love learning now faked sick to avoid school. Kids who wet themselves rather than ask for the bathroom. Kids who'd gone from chatty to silent. But Creep was smart. He'd been doing this for years. He kept meticulous records that painted him as a dedicated teacher dealing with difficult children. He volunteered for every committee. He ran the school's anti-bullying program. Who would believe a bunch of problem kids over him? Then I found out about Marcus. Marcus had been in Creep's class 3 years earlier. His mom, Diane, reached out after hearing I was asking questions. Marcus was 15 now. He'd tried to